All right, all you fantastic football fanatic freaks. I just realized you can see my entire room.
Nice room.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know why I did that. Let me see if I can get that background going.
Anyways, it's your boy.
Yeah.
It's your boy.
That's what happens when you what's it called? Just have no.
And he's gone. What do you guys want to talk about? Who's excited for the upcoming season, guys? We're 2 weeks away. Can you believe it? I feel like it was the Super Bowl like 2 months ago. Oh, and he's back with his Angels jersey.
With my Angels jersey.
Yes, sir. That's a nice jersey.
I know it's the classic throwback with the cream color.
The
off-white.
That's the good stuff.
The good stuff, exactly. I was thinking about wearing my Dallas jersey, but it's not football. We're still in baseball mode, and I'm bound to at least make one or two fans there real because they're all Dodgers fans.
Yeah, make those.
And in this household, we hate the Dodgers. In fact, we own the Dodgers.
That's right, dude. The Angels swept them
twice this season.
Twice.
Yeah. By the way, how'd you do against the Dodgers?
I don't want to talk about that. This isn't a baseball show.
This isn't a baseball show.
This isn't a baseball show.
All right, but all you fantastic football fanatic, freakazoid, fabulous fans, I'm your host, Adrian.
It's your boy, Chris.
And sorry for just kind of like sprouting just a new live stream on you guys out of nowhere. But that's how we be. Do we have a regular schedule? Not really. We might be live again this time next week. Same day. Don't know. Still figuring it out. But it's only preseason, so
yeah,
it's preseason for us, preseason for the game.
Exactly. We're still in training camp.
Yeah, which we got a lot of fantastic feedback from our kickoff special. If you guys haven't seen it already yet, please do check it out. We worked really hard on it.
It was a banger.
It was a banger. Out of feedback from it though, probably some of the more funny comments that I have received personally were that it shows that our high school did not have an athletics program.
See, that's where they're wrong. They're wrong. It's like it's like teams during the preseason, they don't use their best plays. You don't want the competition to see your best plays before game time.
Right.
So,
okay.
We're running the same strategy.
I see. Well, that being said, I did have a person say a comment and gotta fulfill my promise, and I would like to keep a better eye out for the Los Angeles Chargers. That's their sleeper team this year. So
Chargers sleeper team.
Yeah, shout out to the Chargers. Good luck this year.
We found the one Chargers fan.
Yeah, the one Chargers fan that isn't an AI robot.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what do we got planned for this live stream? Well, I'll tell you. We just want to do a quick announcement. Say that we got the fantasy football, the Point After official fantasy football league up earlier today. And if you are interested, send us a message, Chris or I, and we'll send you that link. I'm still going to send a bunch of people I know the link. And we got the draft scheduled for Monday, September 1st at 6:15. This is going to be like the draft order is going to be completely randomized, and it's going to be like you got like 2 minutes, I think, to pick your thingy. And yeah, should be fun. Midnight. Does not start at midnight.
Obviously.
Or
are we?
Dude, if it started at midnight, we would just get so cooked by everyone just getting like the auto picks.
For real. That would be
Yeah, best
an
available
interesting
player.
experiment. Fully automated draft.
I think you probably could do that, but that ruins the spirit of the competition.
Absolutely.
And we're super competitive here.
Dude, I mean it's gonna get heated.
It is gonna get heated.
No one wants to eat the meat mountain.
The double meat mountain.
The double meat mountain.
I do not want to eat a double meat mountain. I don't want to pay for a double meat mountain.
Yeah. I don't want to pay for a double meat mountain and then take more than exactly one bite of a double meat mountain.
Yeah, you gotta at least make a better effort than just like 1 or 2 bites, though. Come on.
You gotta eat the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, if it's you or I who bought on Frax, but definitely not me, because I'm that good. Then
it certainly won't be me.
We have if the hosts lose, we got to eat the double meat mountain on stream. Just trying to do an episode.
Angus steak, roast turkey, corned beef, brisket, ham, roast beef, chicken tenders, and bacon.
Next, you're gonna say the only thing that sounded good from that was the chicken tenders.
Yeah, can I get a meat mountain with all chicken tenders?
Just a mountain of chicken tenders.
And the tenders.
But yes. Oh, look, my phone's giving me notifications that we're live. That's what happens when you're subscribed. Yeah.
Thanks for letting us know, phone.
Yeah. I don't see you saying anything about your phone giving you notifications. Are you even subscribed to us on YouTube?
Of course I'm subscribed. I just don't have YouTube notifications on.
Guys, he's not subscribed to our own podcast on YouTube.
This is slander.
He doesn't have the bell for notifications. He's a fake fan.
This is slander, and I won't stand for it. But it's okay, because I'm just gonna remember this, because then at the end of the season you're gonna be like, please, let's do a different punishment. I don't know if I can eat the meat mountain, and I'll remember.
Okay, whatever you say. Whatever you say.
I'll remember that.
But other than our announcement, I'm gonna definitely be sending out a bunch of email messages to some friends that follow the channel if they haven't watched this or whatever. I did want to do a quick little just show for everybody on top of that, because obviously there's no point in going live for like a 10-minute announcement. So I'm super original, and I totally don't listen to other YouTube people that talk about football, and so I got this kind of idea that was very adjacent to what they were talking about, right? And so I have here, and I think I believe I sent you the link, the entire standings from the regular season of 2024-2025, right? So I was thinking we could do just a simple little video where we look over it, and going 1 through 32, we give our predictions on progressing or regressing or remaining the same. Lots of surprises. I've taken a look at some of them, and there's a lot of teams like Jacksonville that you don't care about that, but you're gonna be like, okay, well, maybe they just stay the same, So we might have to think for some of the worst the worse off teams, but I think I'm ready to get into it. Are you ready to get into it?
We might have to do the unthinkable on this show and use our brains.
No. Why use your brains when you can just impromptu everything?
See, why use your brain when all of your football takes and knowledge were delivered to you by divine inspiration?
Exactly. That's why Dallas is winning the Super Bowl.
That's why Dallas is winning the Super Bowl. It was revealed to me in a dream. But yeah, I think we're ready. I think it's time to get into it. We're ready to kick it off. Ready to kick off our predictions. Not predictions. These aren't official predictions, but
no, these are official predictions. These are our official progressive or regressive. This is not a car commercial. This is not insurance. This is something way cooler. This is football.
This is football.
All right. So starting off with the number 1 seed from last season, we had the Detroit Lions. Personally, I think this is going to be the biggest like regress out of like the top like 5, maybe even the top 10 is going to be one of the biggest regresses of the upcoming season. I mean, obviously, it's hard to get like the number 1 spot back and forth or back to back, right? So going down by 1 or 2 spots is understandable, but I think this is going to go from like the number 1 to like the number 7, number 9 like place. I think last season the Lions were a very lightning in a bottle type team. I don't think I'm not saying they're going to be bad, but there's definitely no way. I think that the way that the NFC North was kind of like dominant last season, not happening.
Okay. I definitely agree with you on the fact that there's going to be regression. I just don't think that there's going to be as much of regression. I definitely think they will regress. 15-2 seasons like really hard to replicate, and like a lot of things have to go right for that to happen. And not only that, it's like their defense isn't like super incredible, and they lost Ben Johnson, so I could definitely see them being a little worse this year.
Sorry, my GM is calling me right now.
Oh,
yeah. I gotta tell him I'm streaming. Leave me alone. If he needs to talk to me, he can interact with us on in chat.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, yeah, obviously 15-2 is really hard to replicate, but if there's one team that's going to replicate it, I hate to say the next team at number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. I hate to say it, but I think they're going to progress. And just by progressing, I mean that just because I'm saying that they're progressing, I'm not saying that they're going to do better. They're going to go like 17-0. I'm just saying that like they'll just go from number 2 to number 1. I think that they're probably just going to dominate their division. And you could still be like the number 1 with like a 13 or sorry, like a 14-3. You just need everyone else to do worse than you, right? But yeah. I don't think the Chiefs lost too much during the offseason. And I think they played their like free agents and their draft very safe. And yeah, I think the Chiefs are probably going to be the number 1 team in the league next season.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the case as well. They're always the team to beat. They just, I mean, even last year, they would just find ways, we had lots of discussions on how, fraudulent or not it was, but, they do find ways to win, and I don't expect that to change as much as I hate it, as much as I hate the Chiefs. And, I don't know, as long as T Swizzle stays on the sideline, the league will find ways to, find a flag somewhere or, make a favorable call that will keep them basically in the same spot. They're going to stay the team to beat in the AFC.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're either going to take the number 1 spot or they're just going to stay at the number 2 spot. Like, there's no way. They're not regressing.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, we have the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings, not a very hot take. This is probably like a lukewarm take. Regressing. I mean, yeah. Sam Darnold was just like, I mean, that was just another lightning in a bottle season, and Sam Darnold is no longer on the team there. And we have one preseason game with JJ McCarthy. Nobody knows what he's got. I mean, the team's probably going to do well. Maybe, but definitely a pretty drastic regress here. And
yeah,
expectations are low.
I agree with you. They have not a rookie, but a quarterback making his first year. Being the starter, coming in And with a guy like that, you never know what you're going to get. But usually it's not too uncommon for guys like him to come in and struggle. One thing he has going for him is that he's going to be throwing to Justin Jefferson every game. So, just has the, casually has like the best wide receiver in football. So I still agree with you that they're going to regress, but I think it still might not be as much as we think. I definitely think the Lions will be better, but I think the Vikings still fight for a wild card. I don't know if they get one, but I think they fight for a wild card spot.
Okay, interesting take. You probably have a little bit more hope in the Vikings than I do.
It's just, dude, I mean, Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
No, sir.
Spoiler alert for. Well, actually, I shouldn't say. I'm not gonna discuss any draft strategies on the show.
Oh, you're gonna for your fantasy football league.
I'm not discussing any draft strategies.
Okay, all right. Anyone listening in, if they are trying to
If you want to
get ideas for who, if they're trying to get ideas for the fantasy football league, listen to everything that Chris is saying and throw that out the window because he's clearly going to lead you down the path that sucks.
I think you should take Dak Prescott number 1.
That's your Dak Prescott number 1 overall.
Number 1 overall.
No, I think you should take Geno Smith.
Take Geno Smith.
Number 1 overall.
Danny Dimes.
A little bit more on that later.
Yeah, a little bit more as we get much further down the list.
Much further down, yeah.
As we get much further down the list.
All right. Number 4, we have the Eagles at number 4. Now, I think this is a team that's probably going to remain the same. At worst, they regress down to like 5, but I don't see him getting much better. I don't see him really going worse. I think number 4 or 5 is where the Eagles will end up landing. Not gonna lie.
I think it all really depends on how much Jalen Hurts can improve. If there's like another level to his game, or if this is just kind of like his peak. Which, like, if that's his peak, like, I've been a Jalen Hurts hater, but not bad.
Look, if you're gonna say that you peak at a Super Bowl ring, then I think that's a pretty decent place to end.
But it's also like, dude, the team is just so stacked. They're stacked at like every position, dude. Like, even if you don't think Jalen Hurts is like that good, which like I don't really think he's that like, I don't think he's in that top tier of guys, But you don't have to be when you're like handing it off to Saquon, or if you have like AJ Brown to throw to, and it's just like,
look, the talent is there, and it's really saying something when the weakest link on your entire roster is your head coach.
Yeah, for real. There could be a boneheaded Sirianni play somewhere that really cost him a game, but other than that, I don't know.
Exactly.
This team's looking too stacked. Their defense is just full of dogs. As much as I hate to, praise the Eagles at all, it would be hard to say they're going to regress.
Yeah, and let's be honest here. Is this the number 1, pick for winning the Super Bowl this season? A lot of people are saying that, and completely unbiased opinion here, I disagree. This is not a Super Bowl winning team. They're not going to repeat. It's
very hard to do.
It is very hard. You can have all the talent to make it to like the NFC Championship game, but I don't see him winning a Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay. Alrighty. That was.
I'm putting that in for my season-long prediction right here. The Eagles not winning a Super Bowl.
No Super Bowl. Well, statistically, you only have a 1 in 32 chance of winning it. So.
It's actually a little less because there's some teams that are just. I mean, you want to tell me that you're going to really count a team like the Arizona Cardinals in that 32 that they have a shot?
Ooh. Shots fired. Shots fired at the Birds.
They're You know me. I'm a Bird team hater, but they're actually not the worst team in the lineup. So
Sure, but yeah,
it's just that I was looking at them because they were at the bottom of my screen right now, but that's just because my screen is limited at how much you can show.
right. But
Sorry,
yeah,
Cards fans.
sorry, Cards fans, but you
I'm not.
signed you knew it was coming. It's not like they had Super Bowl expectations this year.
uh,
Right onto the
yeah. All right. Next we have the Bills. Bills at number 5. I think the Bills are probably one of the most overhyped, just like absolutely like most talked about team. And do they deserve it? Maybe. But that being said, we're gonna get some Bills fatigue here very soon, and I think it's gonna hit this season. And Bills, scalding hot take, regressing.
really.
Really.
I can kind of see where you're coming from. I don't know if I completely agree. I think I have them staying the same, but I do agree with you on the Bills fatigue. Like, I feel like for the past like 5 or so years, it's been everyone's like, oh, this is the year the Bills like finally get over the hump. They're gonna do it. They're
And then they
gonna,
got nothing to show for it.
and then you know what they do? They lose to the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yep.
So you gotta prove me wrong before I'm ready to say anything else. I think they just do the same thing, have a great regular season, beat up on a terrible weak AFC East, and then just lose to the Chiefs in the playoffs again.
All right, Ravens. Progressing. This is my candidate for like number 2, number 3 slot right here. Baltimore.
Really,
Yeah.
I think I have them regressing.
You have them regressing? There's no
Dude,
shot.
Derrick Henry's only getting older. He's got a lot of wear and tear.
Okay, but it doesn't matter if he's getting older. I mean, you still have Lamar who could also run the ball. Like, you basically are playing that team is playing 2 running backs and a quarterback just with 2 people.
Yeah, but who's he gonna throw to?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to throw the ball when you can just run the ball.
Dude, what happens if they stop the run?
Who are you going to stop? You can't stop Lamar and Henry at the same time.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm just saying, Henry is no spring chicken. That dude's got a lot. He's got a lot of wear and tear. He's entering year 10. As we know, obviously he's a specimen. He can be a special case, but very rarely do you see running backs like enter year 10 and really be that productive. Father time always wins is the point I'm trying to make.
No.
And it's like, the fall off is coming. The fall off is just when is the fall off coming? And it's like, if he, goes down with a major injury, or if he's just not as productive, then the offense just doesn't work. Because teams can stop one runner. You can just have a spy on Lamar. There's some pretty athletic linebackers out there that, can at least contain him. And then if you force him to throw, I think he's a better thrower than he had been before in his career, but they also just don't have a ton of weapons to throw it to. Mark Andrews isn't really what he used to be. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna say regress.
Chat, he has made me so mad with that comment. You don't even know.
Hot takes.
All right, we got the
Hot
Washington.
takes.
We got the Washington Commanders here. Easy pick. They're regressing.
What's the Scary Terry situation?
I think he's still holding out.
Still holding it. He requested a trade, right?
I don't know if he requested a trade.
He did, but I don't think he's going to get it. I think he's just either going to hold out or they're going to pay him. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to say regressing as well, just because.
It's an easy choice. I mean, you look, Jaden Daniels did really well last season, but was it a lot of luck? Absolutely. Now, you also have to keep in mind, did the other teams in their division progress or regress? Is also something to consider.
That's also true. And it's just like basically every team in their division got better, I would say.
I have to agree with that. I'm not saying like much better, but just better. Like just a general take. I mean, 12-5 was a great way to end last season, but they're probably going 10-7 this season. Just saying.
Yeah, I could see it, and especially like sophomore slumps are a very real thing for a lot of quarterbacks that tear it up in their first year.
That roster is also really old.
Roster's very old, especially their defense. So yeah, I think regression is a good take.
All right, next up we have the Green Bay Packers. As fun as it was to like historically hate on the Green Bay Packers, I found myself in a pretty precarious situation this year when it comes to the Green Bay Packers. So I'm going to be showing them a lot of extra biased love this season. So that being said, do I truly believe that they are going to be better next year? No, but because I have this promise to say that they're going to do really well, I'm going to say that the Packers are going to at least stay the same.
This is a tough one. I think they regress, but not by a ton, because they were 11-6. I think maybe they become like a 10-7 team. Just because, dude, Jordan Love did not look great last year. He had his moments, but
It's still a very young roster, and I don't think that they lost very much. I think ultimately everyone else in their division made some moves that made them either better or worse, and the Packers made moves that just kind of like made them just more of the same.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah,
all right,
I don't know. They're just they like their guys. And
next we have the Chargers. Do I think the Chargers are going to regress or progress? I have to keep my promises here, and I'm going to say that they're going to progress. I mean, I already put some teams to regress from all the teams that are above them, so there's some space for them to progress here. So Chargers progress. I wouldn't be surprised if they swap places with like the Commanders or the Bills.
Really?
Yes.
I actually think they're gonna regress pretty hard. I think Justin Herbert is Justin Herbert's just like not that sick. I don't think. Dude, I mean, look at what he did in the playoffs last year. He was terrible. So I don't know. I just don't think so. I don't see it with him. I don't think I also think that style of offense, like the Harbaugh style offense, is just not built for him as well. And then also they're like all pro tackle, Rashawn Slater just is out for the season. So I don't see it. I think they might even have like a losing record, honestly.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just don't see it with the Chargers.
Chris out here making his our viewers mad with that take.
I mean, feel free to debate.
Denver Broncos regressing.
Really, I think they're going to progress.
You think so?
I think so. I think that defense is pretty filthy.
What happened to sophomore slumps?
Sophomore slumps, but maybe Bo Nix is immune. I just feel
I
like
mean, the dude is pretty old. It's for
that's true.
like
Yeah,
a
that's true.
rookie.
He's past that already. He got that out of the way in year 6 of college. So
Yeah, Broncos defense is nasty. I was definitely thinking about drafting them for my defense in the fantasy league.
mhm.
I'm putting that out. I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, Broncos defense is going to be filthy. Pat Surtain, the second, is a beast.
PS2.
PS2. So yeah, dude, and I think that's another reason why the Chargers are going to regress because I think the Broncos got better, and I think they could be getting it done. They'd be getting it done this year.
All right, Houston Texans. I'm saying that they're gonna progress purely because I think everyone else in their division has regressed so significantly. Like
Yeah.
like I'm not saying that the Texans are gonna be like phenomenal or anything, but their division is free real estate right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you, but I also think I think Stroud's gonna get right. Not that he wasn't like terrible last year, but
He was, I mean, he definitely did better on his first season than he did on the second season.
yeah,
He definitely had the sophomore slump, but I mean, they still went 10-7. So
yeah. So I think they're definitely gonna progress. I think a lot of the pieces are gonna come together. I love Derek Stingley Jr. on the defensive side of things, so I think they can put together and also they just play in such a trash division. They could legit sweep the entire division.
I mean, I mean the way I'm looking at it, they're at least winning 6 games just from their division alone.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think they're gonna have a better season.
Let's see here. The Rams, this is a tough one. I think the Rams honestly peaked here at 10-7, and I don't see them going any higher. So I'm gonna say they are going to stay the same. I know it's a very boring and safe pick, but personally, I don't think anyone in their division is getting any better. I think one team is probably in that division gotten worse, but for the most part, I think that whole division is mostly the same. So I'm putting the Rams at staying the same.
I've seen a lot of people hype the Rams up for this season.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them say the Rams are gonna be kind of like a dark horse team. I think sneakily good, and I don't know if this is me just buying the hype, but I kind of agree. I think
You're saying that they're going to progress?
I think they're gonna progress.
Okay.
I think we're gonna see what Stafford still has left in the tank. I think Puka Nacua is gonna be legit.
Okay, but you want to tell me that okay? So you're telling me that you think that the Rams are going to do better than 10-7?
Oh, that's so hard.
That's what I'm saying. I think they peaked at 10-7.
I think they can do a little better. I think.
What you think? 11-6.
11-6. So they slightly progress.
I mean, that's a progression.
That is progression.
Let's see here. Steelers regressing. I know some people are like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers, might have one good season left in him." No, guy is cooked. What else do the Steelers have? I mean, they lost they lost what's his name? George Pickens.
No, they got DK Metcalf. They lost George Pickens.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Pickens was an absolute unit catching the ball, but I don't believe in Metcalf.
No.
There's no way. And you want to tell me that a diva like Aaron Rodgers and a diva like Metcalf are going to get along? There's no way. There's no way.
Absolutely no way. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh Steelers, it's Jover.
It's Jover.
It's Jover.
Hey, they'll finally be bad enough to get a decent draft spot this
Yeah.
year.
No more going 9-8 for you. They're like legit going to be under 500. It's just, dude. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is cooked. Aaron Rodgers is beyond cooked, and like, when he was good, you could put up with him being a locker room cancer, but when he's bad, like, it's just gonna derail the team. And that's assuming he doesn't like immediately get injured as well.
I don't think he's going to get immediately injured.
It's happened before.
Okay. That was a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Just I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? That what happened with his first year with the Jets? Complete outlier. That's where I'm looking
An anomaly.
For. An anomaly. Thank you.
Yeah, but there could be another one. There could be 2 anomalies.
2 anomalies. I mean, if the 2 anomalies are going to happen to one person, I guess it would be to Aaron Rodgers.
He's an anomaly of a person. So why not?
All right. Next up, we have the Seattle Tunas. Yeah. Regress. Big time regress right here. I'm not saying I believed in Geno Smith, but you're going to tell me that you believe in Sam Darnold a lot more. They lost DK Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, they got
Cooper Kupp.
I guess, and they got D-Law, but no.
Yeah,
no,
I agree. I think we're seeing a mega regression. Sam Darnold just goes back to what he always was.
The Jets.
You see Jets Darnold make a return. Tank Lawrence and Cooper Kupp are both pretty old, and Seahawks. At least we'll get a nice draft pick.
Yeah, enjoy the draft pick.
Enjoy your draft pick.
Buccaneers. I'm also going to put them to regress, but not by much. I mean, their division is also free real estate. So, I mean, they get like 6 or 5 wins out of their division, but I don't think they're going to get to, and they're going to ultimately win their division, but they're going to win their division at 500, basically.
I think they're going to progress.
You think they're going to progress?
I think Baker's going to keep doing his thing. They're going to get, Godwin should be coming back, like, at some point. Mike Evans still be doing his thing, and they added a Mika Egbuka in the draft this year. So that's gonna be a really good receiving core.
Okay, but you see, so you're saying again, back to the same question. You see them doing better than 10-7.
Yeah, I can see them slightly progressing.
Okay, all right, like 12-5.
12-5, yeah, I could see that.
Okay, all right, I don't.
Dude, because you don't believe in Baker.
I like Baker Mayfield. I just don't think that they got it.
He's got it.
Cincinnati Bengals, they are going to progress. At least get 10-7. Last season was a bit of an anomaly. You had Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, just 500 yards a game between the two of them, and would still lose. There's zero reason for that. So I think that the team ultimately made moves that are going to help them not lose games as opposed to win games. This was a team last season that failed to find a way to win a game versus or failed to find a way to not lose a game.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. That defense is still Swiss cheese. It's Swiss cheese and the holes got bigger. And, you can, I think, Burrow and Chase are going to have big seasons. I mean, they're going to have to be. They're going to be throwing the ball so much because the team's going to be down so often. And because of that, I think they stay the same.
Okay. All right,
It's just, dude,
I respect that take.
the talent is there on the offensive side of the ball, but dude, the defense is just it can't get it done.
I respect that take.
And
Arizona
yeah,
Cardinals.
oh yeah,
Do I think they're going to be better than 8-9? That's a tough call. Because every time I support the Cardinals, they just go they just regress. They're just so bad. But every time that I hate on the Cardinals, they tend to be like a dark horse.
Mm-hmm.
But 8-9, do I see them better? No, I think this is a team that's going to stay the same.
Honestly, I think they get a little worse.
You think they get a little worse?
I think they get a little worse, dude, because it's like Kyler. We know what Kyler is at this point. You know, pretty average quarterback. You know, can sometimes make like a crazy nice play, but for the most part, it's just like we know what he is. And I don't know, dude. Like Marvin Harrison Jr. isn't really like he got insane hype last year, and he was just like just to be just like okay.
Yeah,
And
he
it's like
was just
maybe
okay.
he takes the next step. You know, it's hard. Not everyone can get it done as a rookie. You know, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it takes dudes time to like reach their potential. But like, I don't see it with this team. I don't see it. Um, I think they get worse. I think they get worse.
All right. Falcons. Worse.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
I I just don't believe in that division, dude.
The division is cooked, but here's the thing. I think they are better than they're better than the Saints and the Panthers, and they're going to be playing those teams 4 times. Dude, the Saints and the Panthers like the Falcons are like aggressively mid, but the Saints and the Panthers are like bottom 3 teams in the league. So it's like I think they're better than those teams. And not only that, it's like, Michael Penix looked decent. Michael Penix like did not look bad. Um in the limited play he got. Big Kirko's gone.
No, he's still on their
No,
roster.
he's still in the roster. Well, he's not gonna play. Most expensive bench player. Um I'm out on Kyle Pitts. I think he's had his chance. He's just gonna be okay. But Bijan Robinson, to hand him the ball, he's pretty good. And yeah, I don't think they're gonna like be you know, like juggernauts or anything, but I think they can do a little better than 8-9.
Well, okay. Indianapolis Colts. So we teased at this a little bit, talked about Danny Dimes, and they have officially announced that Danny Dimes will be their starter for the upcoming season. This is a team that is 1,000% regressing. I mean, they went 8-9 last season. I would not be surprised if they went, 3-14.
This
Aggressively regressing.
this team potentially could be number one
Number one?
number one draft pick.
Okay. Okay. I should have known you were going for that joke.
Yes. This is just a complete dumpster fire of a team. It's just like imagine spending your 4th round draft pick on a quarterback that you believe was the future. Everyone else says he's a reach. You're crazy for drafting this dude in the 1st round, let alone at number 4. And put so much stock in him, and then he just loses in like the 3rd year of his career. He loses the position battle to Danny Dimes. It's over. He's cooked.
You're talking about Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson is cooked. Danny Dimes is going to lead this team to mediocrity. And no, worse than mediocrity, just straight trash. Yeah, just mega regress. Maybe even 0-17. Who
0-7.
knows?
Okay, maybe not that bad.
Who knows?
All right, Miami Dolphins. Another team that I don't believe in regressing.
I wouldn't say regress. I think they're going to stay the same. But I definitely can, in good faith, say that they're going to progress just because Tua's going to step on the field and just explode immediately again. And then it's just going to be, second and third string guys getting yelled at by Tyreek Hill. Um, and yeah, I think the rest of the team is like decently talented and their coach is not bad, but it doesn't matter. Tua's going to be out. Tua's going to like miss significant time again, and they're probably going to go 8-9.
Next up, we have the Dallas Cowboys, pretty darn low here on the list. But they're going to progress. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be like the greatest team. I'm not going to say that they're going to win the division, be the number one seed, but they're definitely going to be better than 7-10. I mean, this team should have easily gone 10-7 last season, and they were just unable to. They made some kind of bad mistakes, but I mean, we were also rocking with Cooper Rush for most of the season, or at least half the season. So there's that. I think there's some drama in the locker room that's definitely kind of taking like the spotlight away. But ultimately, that drama, it's all manufactured by Jerry for the sake of being in the headlines. And ultimately, if there's one man in this planet who is just good at fabricating drama just for the sake of being in the headlines, only for everything to just be like absolutely blown out of proportion and result in a net nothing but our attention wasted, it's Jerry Jones.
Jerry boy. Good old Jerry. Have you seen that Cowboys documentary yet?
No, the one on Netflix?
Yeah.
No, I have not. Have you?
I'm excited. No, not yet, but I'm planning to watch it pretty soon. It looks very interesting.
I'll probably give it a watch with my dad.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. But yeah, the Cowboys just, I don't know. Cowboys have to be better, I think. Like Cooper Rush is gone. Thank you for your services. But we got it from here. And I've been like a pretty vocal Dak hater to everyone I know. I'm just like, this dude's not it. This team will never win a ring with him. But what words I'm looking for? He's an improvement. Like,
yes,
there's a reason he's like a starting quarterback and Cooper Rush isn't, because he's like a better player than him. And it's like, dude, I'm excited for to see the wide receiver duo of CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. I think that'll be nice. And I think Parsons is eventually going to sign. Like you said, it's all just like dramatics. We've seen this happen like a million times, like a million different players. So,
and people want to laugh at Dallas because we're making like these headlines with, oh, you should just sign Parsons or whatever. Look, it's just drama. He wants to talk about, oh, I no longer want to be here after like making big talk and like beefing with D-Law on the internet. Look, at the end of the day, what happened to Myles Garrett?
Got paid.
He got paid, and he's like, I don't want to be with the Cleveland. I want to be with a team that wins. I'm tired of losing. And they said, oh, yeah? And they hit him with a check so big, he was like, perhaps losing isn't too bad.
Never mind. Actually, you know what? Cleveland's not that bad. I don't mind the smog.
They hit him with the Ohio Riz.
The W Ohio Riz. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. It's probably gonna be the same thing with Micah. I know we were talking a while back about like letting him like walk potentially, but it's just like, I don't, I think Jerry pays his guys. Jerry pays his boys, and Micah's very much one of Jerry's boys. This is just part of the process. The crying and threatening to leave. That's just how Jerry likes him. Wow, and that's like not Football. Please. I mean that in like football terms.
Don't clip that.
Don't put that. That could be taken pretty badly out of context. Did you see the King of the Hill reboot?
I saw a clip from it, and I was reading like a headline of like how the old style animation just not possible anymore.
Yeah, I saw that as well. There's some interesting cowboy centric plot points in the new season. But,
No, I unfortunately just have not sat down and watched much TV lately.
It's actually pretty good. You know, I'm like a known reboot hater, but it's pretty good. I liked it.
All right. Well, I might have to check it out. Back to football though.
Yes, back to football.
Let's see. The San Francisco 49ers. This is a team that I believe is going to also progress in the same sense of Dallas. Like anomaly, they should not have gone 6-11. Although if they want to go 6-11, I think I'll have a very great time trash talking.
That'd be cool with
my
me.
Coworkers, yeah.
That'd be really cool with me if they did that. They just did us a solid and
did the world a solid, actually.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you're right. Like, I mean, last year they just got ravaged by injuries, and also Debo no longer a member of the Niners. But there's way too much talent on the team for them to be 6-11 again. So I do agree with you that they're going to progress. I just don't think it's as much as people are expecting. Like people are expecting them to go back to being that Super Bowl caliber team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite see that. I think they'll like compete for the wild card. But it's like also, dude, their ultimate window of like competing is closed. People always say teams are most competitive when they have a good quarterback on a rookie contract, and they have to pay Brock Purdy, and it's like they no longer have the capital to kind of supplement him. So yeah, I'm saying they progress, but not as much.
Yeah. Again, it's not about the moves. It's just the team is naturally a better team than 6-11. So that's a team that's gonna I don't know 8-9 at least. There's zero reason why they should be even below 400. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, let's see here. Carolina Panthers. Do I think they're going to be better than 5-12? Yes. This is a team that's progressing.
Dog's barking. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think they stay the same.
I can see them going 5-12, but this is a team that's going 7-10 this season.
I don't know.
You gotta believe.
I don't see it. I know. Bryce Young looked better for sure, but I don't know. I just don't think like he's probably just at best like another Kyler, just another like league average guy. So I don't know. I think they stay the same. But
wow. Chicago Bears. They went 5-12 last season. And this is a team that made some big moves and quite possibly has the potential to be better. But they won't be.
Why's that?
It's the Bears, man. They're going 5-12 again this season. I cannot in good faith say out to the universe that the Bears are going to go better than 7-10. 5-12 is their peak.
This is a tough one. Dude.
You're like, oh, they got Ben Johnson or whatever, and like Caleb Williams, or not Caleb Williams. Yeah, it is Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb Williams. But dude,
it's so good. No, it's the Bears.
I don't know, dude. It's just like, I mean, there's moments last year they looked really good, and then there's moments that also looked really bad. And it's just like, their coach sucked. Their coach last year was like not good. And I don't know. I mean, if Ben Johnson is like as legit as people are saying he's going to be as a head coach, then I think they can. I think they can. I think they can improve, but I think it's probably going. They're not going to be like immediately great just after one season. I think it'll be like going from 5-12 to being like 8-9.
No, they're saying 5-12 this season.
Same 5-12. They're just cursed.
Yeah, new scheme, new head coach, cursed franchise. Sorry, Bears fans.
Sorry, Bears.
Saints also regressing. This is a team that's going to want to fight for the number 1 draft pick along with the Colts.
Dude, I don't even know what the Saints are doing at this point. It's just like Carr retired, and then they just kind of didn't fill the hole at quarterback. I need to look at like.
Dude, these next few teams, I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't even know what they're doing.
Dude, it's like, yeah, Saints. I think you're gonna get way worse than they were last year. It's just gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be rebuilding. It's gonna be a rebuilding year, and get a good draft pick.
Now the Jets. This is another team I have no idea what they're doing. I'm putting the Jets at regressing.
Jets.
I really don't see them doing better than 5-12. In fact, I see them doing worse than 5-12.
Yeah, I think so too. It's just, dude, Justin Fields is not it. Stop trying to make Justin Fields happen. It's just, I don't know. He's just like has been just. Oh no, he's not even. Yeah, he's on the team. Yeah.
Is he even starting though?
Yeah, he should be. I don't know who else would start over him. Yeah, I mean it would be Tyrod Taylor, which is not happening. But yeah, dude, it's just
It's not happening.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a team that I believe is going to progress. A lot of their downfall from last season was Trevor Lawrence getting hurt and being out for a good number of weeks. And so ultimately, I think that this team does have a little bit more gas in the tank than 4-13.
Yeah. I mean, they have to get better. I just don't think it'll be by much. Again, it's just, I don't know. I'm kind of out. I'm out on Trevor Lawrence, dude. Like, I feel like he's had so much time to prove himself, and outside of like half of a season, he's just been like aggressively mid. Excuse me. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, they have to be better than 4-13, but I don't know, probably like 7-10.
Raiders regressing. I don't think they're going to do, or at least staying the same. Actually, I don't think they're getting better or worse than 4-13.
Yeah, I agree with you too. We're not like now. I'm just like looking at the tier of like teams that were just like basement dwellers last year, and it's just like, yeah, dude, you're stuck in the void for a while. I mean, dude, Geno Smith, right? Yeah, it's Geno Smith.
Yeah,
Geno Smith. He's not gonna get it done. I mean, he'll be fine, be okay, but
I mean, who are they going to throw to? They lost
Yeah.
Devontae Adams to Aaron Rodgers last season.
Right. And even then, it's like he was like lighting the world on fire on the Raiders.
Yeah.
So, maybe Ashton Jeanty will be legit, and that'll be fun.
Maybe they can get Antonio Brown to actually play for the Raiders.
Dude, bring Antonio Brown out of retirement. That's a good idea. I like that idea. But yeah, I don't know. Raiders trash. Might get worse. Might stay the same. Who knows?
All right. New England Patriots. Now, this is a team I think is going to actually be better. I think they're going to progress.
Are we Drake May heads? We riding with Drake May?
I think so. I mean, I'm not going to say that the guy was phenomenal, but they didn't play him all of last season. They only gave him limited screen time. And from the limited screen time that he did have, he wasn't terrible. I don't think he was phenomenal either. But I think that ultimately, I think the Patriots, with Drake, if they have Drake May starting, can do better than 4-13.
Yeah, you know what? I agree.
Especially if you consider like who else is in the division. The Patriots are going to be able to at least beat the Jets, and depending on when they face the Dolphins, if they have to face the Dolphins by November, like November or whatever, and when Tua inevitably gets hurt, those are free wins for the Patriots, in my opinion.
Yeah, dude, I completely agree with you. I especially agree that Drake May didn't look incredible, but he looked promising, And it's just like they drafted that guard as well. I'm blanking on his name. That's supposed to be really legit as well. So yeah, I think out of all of like the teams that are in this like position of like basement dweller, I think the Patriots are probably going to do the best this year out of all of them. Still, not going to be like incredible.
Yeah, still like a bottom 13 team for sure.
Yeah, but
yeah, but better than 4-13 for sure. Cleveland Browns went 3-14. They were the third worst team last season. I think they did get a little bit better. And I think they're going in the same kind of bucket as the Patriots, that they're still going to be like a below 500 team and just be like at the bottom 10. But bottom 10 is still better than being bottom 5.
I have 3 words. Elite Joe Flacco.
They brought him back?
He's home. He's home. Not only do they bring him back, he's going to be the starter.
Over Shedeur?
Dude, Shedeur Sanders is not, and probably never will be, a league starting quarterback.
I mean, I'm not saying that he is. I'm just like surprised that they decided to just call Joe Flacco off the couch again.
Dude, because they know you can get it done.
He definitely can get more than 3 wins.
Yeah, dude, that's elite Joe Flacco.
Now, here's a team that I don't know if they could get more than 3 wins. New York Giants.
The Giants are a mess.
They are a mess. And I know we were talking to a friend about who's going to be the quarterback for the Giants. And we were like trying to think, and we were like, oh, they got Russell Wilson. Yeah, okay. They have Jackson Dart. They have Danny DeVito. But I completely forgot that they also signed Jameis Winston.
Dude, Famous James. I didn't even know Famous Jameis is still in the league.
No, he's on their team.
I hope they start him.
Please, interception machine.
If they love fun, they should start him. I mean, it's like, dude, they're not going to go to the playoffs. You might as well start him.
So that being said, the New York Giants, do I see them better than 3 wins?
No.
I want to say yes, because you want your division to be tougher, and so you can be like, oh yeah, my division was tough, but we still came out on top or whatever.
Right.
But I can't see this team being better. I mean, at best, they go from the second worst to like the 4th worst team in the league. So I guess by that definition, it's a progression.
Maybe their defensive ends actually will be kind of decent because they drafted Abdul Carter, who was like supposed to be like super legit. Like he was like projected to be like the top prospect in the draft. They got him, and they have Dexter Lawrence coming off the other end. So maybe their edge rushers will be good, but I don't know, dude. Other than that, I don't know. They're a mess.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that has equal chances of winning 4 games or winning 3.
Yeah. So I like those odds.
I like those odds. They have a 50% chance of regressing, but only by 1 game.
We'll take it.
Now, the Tennessee Titans at the bottom of the league last season. This is a team I have genuinely, again, absolutely zero clue what they're doing this offseason and what they're doing next season. So absolutely, if there's a candidate for going back-to-back number 1 overall, like, worst team, it would be the Titans. The only teams that I can see doing worse than the Titans this season are teams like the Saints or like the Jets.
Yes, especially
maybe even the Colts. Just because I think the Colts are aggressively regressing.
Did the Titans say who the starting quarterback is going to be?
I have no idea.
Because I don't know if they want to. I mean, they took Cam Ward number 1 this year. Oh, and I guess Levis is going to be out for the entire season, right?
I think we're done with the, what's it called?
Is the Levis experiment over?
Experiment, yeah.
So is Cam Ward going to start?
Starting quarterback, 2025.
The ESPN depth chart has Cam Ward's it's the first stringer.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have Cam Ward starting with Will Levis behind him, Brandon Allen, and Tim Boyle.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Well, maybe Cam Ward can be the next rookie quarterback that tears it up. Last year it was Daniels, and the year before that it was Stroud. So maybe it's Cam Ward's turn.
No shot. I'm sorry.
I mean, dude, yeah, he's just surrounded by just nothing. Their top wide receiver is Tyler Lockett, which actually like super underrated guy in his prime, but now I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
they have Calvin Ridley. Oh, they still have Calvin Ridley.
I do want to say that if somebody was like keeping track of our progression and regression, and it didn't line up because we had more people regressing, and obviously there's it's like me saying like, oh, Detroit's going to progress, and it's not like, what do you mean you can't get better than like number 1? Someone can do that math. I'm not going to. That being said, I hope you like my predictions.
Hope you think mine are right,
as
they usually are.
Let's get that outro going on here. Oh, yeah. Fabulous football fanatic, freakazoid, fabulous fans.
Music's loud.
I am sorry about that. It's not loud for me.
Yeah, dude. It's been your boy.
Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening in. Those are our predictions, opinions, observations on which teams are going to be progressing, regressing, staying the same for the upcoming season. And if you tuned in a little late, check at the beginning or not, because I'm just going to say it right now. Fantasy Football League is up. Draft is Monday, September 1st at 6:15 p.m. I don't know if that's like, what's it called? EST, PST, MST, but you know what? You guys can keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes peeled. Stay aware. Yeah. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. And and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Later, guys.